Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Friday night, which means it's alcohol-free night. The beer we're going for tonight is unsurprisingly from Mash Gang. It's this one. It is Too Scary. And Too Scary is a low alcohol fruited West Coast IPA weighing in at the usual 0.5% ABV. And it says on the back that Too Scary is dank, fruity and fun, and I love dank. It says, we couldn't release an enhanced version of Natural History without giving it a fruity sibling. Expect a dank West Coast pale ale that meets tropical fruits for a refreshing twist. And everyone knows I love dank beer and particularly love West Coasts. And I absolutely love Natural History. It's the reason I invented the bonus point on my scoring system. It contains Citra, Chinook, Centennial and Cascade, a cornucopia of sea hops, and the adjuncts of pineapple juice and lime juice, all of which are lovely. So I love the artwork on this. As we get edged closer to October and Halloween, it's nice to see the funky fun, slightly comic horror type theme going on. You know, you've got everything. Some would say it's a bit of a self-portrait of me. Looks like I'm looking in the mirror anyway. But yeah, without further ado, let's get this out into a glass and see what we think. It's lively. I remember Natty History being quite lively. Anyway, we're pouring into my Mash Gang tub glass today. The pour is lively. I need to clean my glassware better. Oh, God, that's shocking. Bear with me. There we go. It's reasonably clear. Too many bubbles on the side of the glass. Call the DGM on me, please. Golden. A little bit of haze. White head. That's your beer up close in the glass. Looks all right, doesn't it? It does. Let's have a whiff. It's Natural History. It has that dankness. It has that beautiful sort of citrus-based hops. The lime is really cutting through. It smells delicious. And on this scorchingly hot day, I think it's time we have a sip. Cheers. It's like Ronseal. The body is light to medium. Carbonation is high. And it pushes the flavours around. The flavours are exactly what you expect of Natural History, but it's not as intense. The pineapple and the lime have kind of mellowed it a little bit. It is still nice and dank though, and that I really appreciate. The citrus flavours are huge. You've got lemon, you've got the lime, you've got hints of orange, you've got pithiness that's almost grapefruit-like in nature. And balancing it all out is just that hint of pineapple. It kind of sweetens the whole deal, and like that's where, like I say, Natural History is quite bitter and, well, really bitter and dank. The pineapple mellows it out a little bit, sweetens the deal, and just makes it, I would say, a beer that's probably going to appeal to more people. Whereas I'm a lover of all dank beer and bitter beer. I love the IBUs. The more the merrier, if I'm honest. But I can equally see why people don't like them quite so bitter. This is a much more accessible flavour profile for people like that. The finish is sweet, clean, juicy, refreshing. All the things you expect from a beer of this style, and a beer that includes the fruit juices in question. Yeah, I like. So, without further ado, we're going to give it some points. But as always, before we do, we're going to go to the scoreboard of joy, which says there have been 250 check-ins to Too Scary, 6 from people I know. 3.56 is an average from across the board, 371 from the 6 people I know who've tried it. Or the 6 check-ins from people I know who've tried it, should I say. So Too Scary has currently got nothing. Let's give it some points. But to do that, we've got to pour it again. So the pour is, like I say, pale, golden, mostly clear, a little bit of fridge haze. And yeah, it's a good looking beer. No two ways around that. Love it. It's not quite as orange as I was maybe expecting. I don't know why. Because Natural History wasn't particularly orange, but it was more orange than that. I still like it. Still having a point for the looks. The aroma, as I mentioned on the flavour, it's slightly less intense than Natural History. It still brings a bitterness and the dankness on the nose. Excuse me, it still brings a tropical edge with the pineapple. Like I say, the lime cuts through really well, and the general citrus notes that come from Citra and the Cascade, really, really obvious on the nose. I like it a lot. It's having a point. Body is light to medium. I would like it heavier, but that's just me. I think the carbonation on this particular batch may be a little bit high for what I like. Natural History, I do remember being quite lively, but some of the other Natural History batches were much more restrained, shall we say, and they were better. This is still very good. It's having a 0.75. And the taste, love it. As I say, it's a more mellow, a much more appealing flavour profile to people who, unlike me, really love bitter beer. This one is sweet, it's juicy, it's dank, it's tropical. It still brings the bitterness that you expect and love from a West Coast. It's just more sensible. So yes, having a point for the flavour, which is the one that really matters. And the finish, sweet, juicy, tropical, delicious. Little hint of dankness on the back end. Delicious. It's having a point. So, Too Scary has got 4.75 out of 5. So we go over to the bonus points, which sadly it can't have the full bonus because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. Just the carbonation, letting it down a little bit there. But the value for money, I will say it again, Mash Gang beer is always value for money. It's always delicious. And it's made with love and tender care. So yeah, buy it again, you betcha. I would. Absolutely. I love everything about it, flavour-wise, and that's the bit that matters for me. So yeah, Too Scary, 4.75 out of 5, with the bonus for buying again and value for money. There we go. Delicious. And very much needed on this scorchingly hot, humid day. So I'm going to go and thoroughly enjoy the rest of this beer while it's nice and cold, and have another one, because there's another one in the fridge right now as well. We're going to leave it there and say, that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.